All right, let's get into it. What is going on, YouTube family? I know it's been a while. I think it's been like a month, maybe a little over a month since I posted the last video. I'm using this video right now to talk about where I've been, what I've been doing. If you notice that I've been gone, those of you who have followed me on social media, you notice I haven't posted anything in about a month, almost 2 months actually. I'm gonna use all that to explain everything. But while you're here, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. Leave a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment if you really feel this video. If you really feel the energy, if you really enjoy this, please support. Support goes a long way. I normally don't ask for it. Please be sure to do that before you leave this video or before I even start talking about something. I also noticed something too. Every time I do these videos, when I'm finished training and coaching for the day, I have this shirt on. It says I'm sorry for what I said while we were doing burpees or something like that. I always had this shirt on. I don't know why. Maybe it's a lucky shirt or something. I don't even believe in luck. But enough of all that. Hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you all are feeling great. Now let's get into the explanation. So I basically want to talk about my newfound, which really isn't newfound, but I discovered it as a addiction, a legit addiction. And I mean that by every sense of the word. We're going to talk about that a little bit, and maybe some of y'all can relate to it. Maybe you have a similar addiction or something that you're battling that you just can't stop doing. And you don't even realize that it's affecting your life, and it's affecting not only yourself, but the people around you. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. We're gonna get real deep into it. So I don't know how long the video is gonna be, but I'm gonna let it flow, and we just gonna go with that thing, all right? And it might sound crazy, it might even sound funny or silly to some of you guys, but I consider it a legit addiction. Social media. When I tell y'all, I was so caught up into social media. I'm talking about it, on it, all hours of the day, every second. Just like majority of the people in the world today, I'm checking Instagram, I'm checking Twitter, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook. At one point it was Snapchat. Like everything that is called social media, whatever you put under that umbrella, I was on it, and I was on it like crazy. I'm fishing for likes, fishing for retweets, shares. And we live in a time now, or if you're trying to grow a business, if you're trying to do something, if you're trying to start something from the bottom and you really want people to see it, you have to be on social media. That's the stigma now. That's kind of what the MO is now. So for me, I'm trying so hard to make sure that people see my stuff or share my stuff, like and comment, all that good stuff, subscribing and things like that. I focused so much on that I didn't even realize that, for one, it was affecting me. Two, it was affecting my relationship with my lady who I've been with for almost 3 years now. And it's affecting everything that I'm trying to do, because my focus is on social media. You know, I'm scrolling, doing that mindless scroll that people do where you're just scrolling for hours and hours and hours on end. And, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm just wasting my time. And I don't even realize, you know, like I went through the whole phase. And this how you can tell if you're really addicted to something. And I'm going to talk about this acronym right here. And those of you out there, whether it's social media, whether it's alcohol, whatever it is, just look at the things in your life and just, you know, see if it's really something that you would have a problem stopping or getting rid of. And this acronym is DABDA. So D, the first D stands for denial. A, the first A stands for anger. And then the B stands for bargaining. The next D stands for depression. And then the final A stands for acceptance. I'm going to take you through my whole MO. And like I said, if you can relate to it, I'm telling you this right now, whatever you can do to work on, you know, scaling it back or stopping as a whole, I want you to try to do that. Because like I said, I didn't realize that a lot of these things were affecting me and my relationship and everything that I wanted to do in my life. So let's start with the denial phase. I was on Instagram, Twitter all the time, fishing for whatever I was fishing for. My girl would tell me, yeah, you been on the phone, get off the phone. And it's like, nah, like, I ain't got a problem being on the phone. Like, it's cool. I can just get off the phone, whatever. Like, that's denial. Like, ain't no issue. I'm good. I don't need to be, you know, off the phone, whatever. Then you go to anger. Right? So you get defensive every time somebody, you know, checks you about something or talks to you or points out something in your life. So in my case, social media, yeah, you've been you've been posting a lot. You've been checking every 5 minutes. Then I get defensive. It's like, why you keep checking me? This is my phone. I can do whatever the hell I want to do on my phone. And I get real defensive, blowing things out of proportion, which I have had a tendency to do in the past. Used to be very, very impulsive. I'm working on it now, and I'm a lot better now, but I used to get real defensive about things. And you know what they say, if someone gets real defensive about something, like when you check them on something or when you call them out on something, they are aware that you see right through them. And that's where the anger comes from. So you had the denial, saying like, nah, like, I'm not attached to my phone. Like, I'm not attached at the hip with my phone. Then you have the anger, stop checking me about my phone. Like, I'm good, I just told you that. Now you go into bargaining. Bargaining is when I'll just scroll through for 5 more minutes or whatever. And you try to do that, like, just one more. And if you apply that to anything else, drug addict, alcohol, just one more drink. Just one more blunt, just one more, sniff, just one more line, whatever. It's just one more. And those one mores keep adding up. And all of a sudden you never, if anything, you backtracked, you relapsed, and you're doing the same thing that you were doing before. So that's bargaining. I was just like, one more, like I'll scroll one more time, I'll post one more time, I'll check my likes one more time, I'll check the shares one more time. Boom, that, right? So you got denial, you got anger, you got bargaining. Now we're gonna go into the depression phase, which is something that I was going through recently. Like all this right here, it didn't happen too long ago. That's why y'all haven't seen me for a while on social media and things like that. Depression, you're going through that phase where you're aware of the things that you've been doing and you feel bad about it. It's just like, oh man, like my relationship isn't where it needs to be because of me. My life isn't going the way I want it to go because of this thing that I can't seem to fight or I can't seem to shake. And you just feel bad, self-confidence and self-esteem. Y'all know the whole nine. Like everything is just low. You're just down about it. And that phase may last as long as, who knows? For me, it lasted, for a little while. I was in that slump for a while. Just even more recently, you go to the last A, which is acceptance. Accepting the fact that this is an addiction, this is something that you struggle with, and you're a human being, and this is something that you can work on. This is something that you can improve on. So now that you're aware of it, now that you accept the fact that you're an addict, what can you do to become better? So for me, going through all those phases, I was like, I need to get rid of social media. I need to get rid of Facebook. I need to get rid of Twitter. I need to get rid of Instagram. I need to get rid of all this stuff and just focus on me and my own stuff that I got going on. My relationship, starting a business, all these things I want to do, my family. Focus on the things that actually matter, because at the end of the day, the social media stuff, that stuff is always going to be there. Just like partying and drinking, all that stuff, and hanging out, having a good time, like that stuff is always going to be there, and it's not always good. I know social media has its pros and cons, but for me, I was looking at social media, or I was using social media in the wrong way. Even the quality of my content, I felt was kind of going down. When I was posting the content in the beginning, it was really for the art. Like, it was really because I love bringing the motivation and bringing the inspiration. Then once I started getting a little bit more likes and a little bit more comments and a little bit more views, I started making the content for the views, the likes, the follows, all that stuff, which in my opinion brought the quality of my content down. And I never want to have my quality go down. It should always be going up. Each video, each piece of content should be going better. Each piece of art should be getting more precise every single time that you do it. It shouldn't be going the other way. And for me, I felt it was going the other way because I was just fishing for likes, doing whatever would get me the most likes, get me the most follows. And then when I wouldn't get the likes on a certain piece of content or a certain video or a certain post, I'd get down on myself and I'd be pissed off and I'd be checking every 2 seconds, like, how come I'm not getting the likes? How come I'm not getting the shares? Just eating myself up over something that really doesn't matter. So what I had to do is I had to detach myself away from that everyday lifestyle that I had of checking social media 24/7. And I had to focus back on the art. And this is translating to everything else that I'm doing. I can tell y'all right now, I feel more focused. I feel more mentally aware of everything going on. My relationship with my woman is getting way back to what it should have been, what it was, prior to this all going on. Hanging out more with the family, hanging out more with people that I enjoy being around. My coaching and my training, my profession, I feel like I'm more energetic. I'm more into it than I was before. It's just changing my whole outlook, and it's been almost 2 months or so. I say all that just to say this. If you want to figure out if you have an addiction to something, I want you to try to put the phone down if you're addicted to social media, or if you get on social media a lot like I do, or like I did. If you drink and party with your friends every weekend, and somebody tells you like, I think you're addicted to alcohol, whatever, and you're like, nah, no, I'm not. Try not drinking the next time you go out with your friends. Try not getting on your phone and checking Instagram and Twitter the first day you wake up. And if you do that and try that, and you feel that tug, like you feel that temptation, like, come on, you know you want this drink, come on, you know you want to get on Instagram, or come on, you know you want to do this, that, and the third, you might be an addict to that thing. You might be a slave to that thing. I want all of y'all to try that today. After you watch this video, look at everything in your life. Look at those things and try not doing them, and see if you feel that tug. See if you feel that temptation. See if you feel that thing just trying to drag you back. If you feel that, you might need to change some things. And that might be the roadblock that's been in your life for so long that you've been trying to figure out, like, why can't I move on to the next step? That might be the thing. And until you overcome that thing, you'll never be able to reach the next level. And I want everybody to be able to reach the next level, because just in my short little time of doing this, I feel like ideas are fresh. The content you're about to see is gonna be improved. It's gonna be more precise. It's gonna be back to what it was before. Not this putting stuff out every day because that's what people want. That's not what it's about. I'm going back to basics. When I started this out, it was quality. How can I put out the best stuff possible? Not necessarily the most perfect, but the best stuff possible. Every video had to be better than the last one. But most people are so focused on posting every day, they're not focusing on the art. They forgot why they started doing it. They got a little bit of likes and they're like, oh yeah, I just gotta keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. They got that feeling from that alcohol one time. They're like, yeah, I just gotta keep drinking, keep drinking, keep drinking. You get going and it's hard to stop that train. So I'm telling y'all to stop it right now. I'm using this time right here to open up to you guys and to really bring you guys, why I've been away for what's considered a long time in the internet world. When you got people posting every day, sometimes twice a day. And I've been gone for almost a month and a half or 2 months or so. So that's why I've been gone. I've really been focusing on me and trying to get everything right. Everything. Every aspect of my life I want to get right. And I had to start with the root cause of everything. And social media, for me, was it. Even though some of you out there really enjoyed when I posted my stuff every single day, for my own sanity and for my own health, we're going to get back to posting once a week. But the quality of each video is going to be top tier. I made that promise to myself, and I'm making that promise to you guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Once again, look at everything in your life, and if there's something that you do on the regular, like you do a lot of it, try not doing those things and see if you feel that tug. And if you do, you might be an addict. I'll tell you that much. And this is not me bashing nobody. I just want everybody to be the best version of themselves. And our biggest barrier sometimes is ourselves. And the biggest thing that we can do for our success is let go sometimes. You got to let go of those old habits so you can build some new ones.